Whiter than the snow, now wash me, and I shall be whiter than the snow, than the snow.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. We are discussing something about evangelism, which is the heart of the church, which is the soul of the church. Allow me to say to you, my brother, my sister, when God called us, He did not call us to be idle, but He called us to be witnesses of the gospel. We're going to be considering Mark chapter 5, from verse number 1 to verse number 20. I will not read it, we'll read it in our own time. Now, Mark chapter 5, it's a chapter that brings challenging situations, but they come with solutions. What solutions do they come with? Jesus becomes the solution of the challenges that we face. You know, when we look at Mark chapter 5, we can call it the chapter of impossibilities which are made possible through Jesus Christ. You know, sometimes when we look at evangelism, we look at it with the lenses of it being for pastors, it being for elders, it being for evangelists. But let me say, it is not only meant for those that have been called to be pastors or elders, but evangelism is meant to be for everyone. So, Mark chapter 5, from verse number 1 to verse number 20, we meet Jesus who is traveling with his disciples from the Jewish side of the Sea of Galilee to the Gentile side of the Sea of Galilee. So chapter 4 leaves us Jesus on the Jewish side, and then chapter 5, we meet Jesus on the Gentile side. The travel was difficult. In fact, every journey across the sea between the Jews and the Gentiles is always difficult. It is always impossible to just sail and go to the Gentile side without being interrupted. It is almost impossible to go from the Jewish side and to go to the Gentile side without meeting certain challenges. There are challenges. Challenges will always come and they'll always be there. But the Lord has called us to go and evangelize. Allow me to say to you, my brother, my sister, we have been called to be evangelists. Even in places that seems to be difficult, we have to go and evangelize. It doesn't matter you have been born in church, you have been born and bred in this church, and then you feel like I'm not supposed to go and mingle with the unbelievers. I'm not supposed to go and witness. But let me say to you, if Jesus traveled from the Gentile side to the Jewish side of the sea to do the work of the church, then why not you? So you are called also to do just like the Lord. Some suggest that this is a prefiguring of the evangelistic work of the church. Jesus enables the covenant community to go beyond historic boundaries. Allow me to say, Jesus is saying we need to go beyond our limitations. I don't know what limits us. Sometimes we are so limited that we are even afraid to go and witness to our neighbors. Sometimes we are so limited that we are so afraid to go and witness to a certain group of people. Sometimes we are so afraid to go and witness to a certain group of individuals. I don't know why we are so afraid. But Jesus is saying we should go beyond historic boundaries. When you check history, they will tell you that Mr. So-and-so is very difficult to witness to. They will tell you so-and-so is untouched. Just don't go there. But let me say to you, my brother, my sister, as we are learning, Jesus is going beyond historic boundaries and prejudices. So when he is meeting this man, beyond the boundaries, he is meeting a man who is possessed by a legion of demons. Just imagine, on his arrival, he's going to witness, he's going to evangelize, and on his arrival, he is met by a man with multitudes of demons. Imagine going to witness. Maybe you might look at yourself and you feel you are so uneducated, and then you meet with a professor. Maybe when you look at yourself, you see yourself as very poor, and then you're going to evangelize, you're going to witness, then you meet with the richest of them all, and then you are wondering, what then shall I do? Let me say to you, my brother, my sister, if Jesus enabled it, then you are surely going to survive the sale. So Jesus makes it possible for us to transcend our historic boundaries and see life differently. Liberation from demons means people are set free from spiritual diseases and distractions. So Jesus attends to this man and he heals him of the demons that he had. He heals him from the knowledge that he had. He heals this man from the situation that he has been in. I don't know the situation that you have been in, my brother, my sister. I don't know the knowledge that they have imposed on you. I don't know the education that they have implanted or seeded in you. I don't know what it is. There are people that we will meet when we go to evangelize, people who are staunch doctrine keepers and they forget what the Lord wants to say to them. But let me say to you, my brother, my sister, Jesus is saying you need to go and liberate those people. There are people that will tell you, I'm now having 40 years in this religion. I have 40 years with this education, and you can't bring something new altogether. But let me say, it is the call to evangelism that calls us to go and free those people from those kind of situations. Allow me to say, this passage invites us to think of new ways to regard those that are sent to the margins of the community, those that we force out of our homes and businesses. The story also causes the reader or the listener to wonder if the community that banished the man needed healing also. This man was banished. He was staying kumakuva. And then you would wonder what would happen if somebody liberated this man. You are also forced to think that this man did not only have a challenge with himself, but he also had a challenge with the community. But Jesus came and changed this story. Allow me to say to you, my brother, my sister, the man at the edge was the scapegoat of the fear and anxiety, but healing makes him the face of the community. When Jesus healed this man, he had healed the whole community. When Jesus had healed this man, he had transformed the whole community. Allow me to say to you, my brother, my sister, you could be the stumbling block that the whole community is waiting for. They are waiting to see you changed. They are waiting to see you better. They are waiting to see you transformed so that they can know what kind of the Lord, of the Messiah that they have. So this man, Jesus visits this man and heals him. Allow me to say to you, my brother, my sister, Jesus is a demon chaser and a liberator. He is also a troublemaker. And he is not afraid to journey to the margins of decent societies and find distractors and self-distractors. Allow me to say everyone is willing to be transformed and everyone is waiting for the Lord. Everyone is waiting for the changing power of the Lord. Allow me to say this remarkable passage not only teaches us compassion and hope for the obsessed and depressed, the cutters and the crazed, but also the need to provide gracious re-entry for the healed to the realm of the sane. Allow me to say the worst of sinners, Jesus needs them. The worst of the troublemakers, Jesus needs them. The worst of the people that we might think of with bad characters, the Lord wants to use them. Allow me to say, families and workplaces often have one or more people that they have thought they are out of bound. Our tendency is to isolate the errand and expel them, or even relieve them of the family and company duties. We blame the person for the problems. We blame them, and that when they look at themselves, they feel so useless. Allow me to say most companies and families have those who act out and the rest of us who feel somehow guilty, that expelling them is the solution. But allow me to say to you, when the Lord comes to you and when the Lord visits you, He is willing to change and challenge you. Allow me to say to you, my brother, my sister, Jesus crossed over to that Gentile side. He crossed over and met somebody who was in a certain situation, but he did not leave him in that situation. He reached out to him. Allow me to say to you, my brother, my sister, sometimes we need to reach out. To the less privileged, we need to reach out. To the widows, we need to reach out. To the marginalized, we need to reach out. To the poor, we need to reach out. To the rich, we need to reach out. We need to reach out to everyone. Even the Bible will tell us that unless this gospel has been preached to all people, every tribe, language, and nation, then the end will not come. I know we are so anticipating for Jesus to come, but he will not come unless the gospel has been preached. He will not come unless we cross the boundaries. He will not come unless we cross the margins. He will not come unless we forget some of the historical boundaries that we have been made. Allow me to say to you, Jesus is ever willing to assist us or to be with us when things are not okay. So after Jesus had attended to this man had only one request. Lord, now that I've met with you, you have changed me, you have transformed me, why not go with me? And guess what? The Lord did not allow him. He said to this man, actually, he sent him back and said, go and tell the world what the Lord has done for you. Allow me to say to you, my brother, my sister, there was no baptismal class, there was no pamphlet, there was no divine service for this man. He met with the Lord and was sent out. What was his sermon? He went out and told the world, I met the Messiah, I met the Lord, and after meeting the Lord, this is what he has done for me. Look at me. I'm that man who was crying in the tombs. I'm that man who stayed in the tombs. And I met the Messiah. He has changed me. He has made me a better man. If you want that Messiah, why don't you just join me and we worship this Messiah? And that was his sermon. And guess what? He preached to 10 cities. With that simple knowledge of the Messiah, he preached to the world. Allow me to say to you, my brother, my sister, go and preach to the world. The little information that you have is enough. That one verse that you know is enough. That one passage that you know and can interpret is enough. Go and preach to the world. So when Jesus commissioned himself to go and preach to this man, he did not only preach to this man, but he preached to the man and commissioned him to go out and preach. Allow me to conclude by saying, brothers and sisters, when you meet with the Lord, go and tell the world what the Lord has done for you. Don't sit there and be idle. You are called to evangelize. Go and tell them what the Lord has done for you. And when you tell the world and when you show them what the Lord has done for you, trust me, the world is going to be a better place. The only challenge that we are having is people who claim to have met the Lord, but they are silent about it. It's people who claim to have known the Lord for a longer time, but they have nothing to show of what the Lord has done for them. I'm calling you, my brother, my sister. It's time we go out to the world. We show them the scars that we have. We show them the changes that are in us. We show them what the Lord has done for us. And when we show them, surely the world is going to be a better place. I want to pray with somebody who is saying, I want to go out. I want to reach out to the world. I know I've met the Lord. He transformed me to be a better somebody. Maybe I was shy. I couldn't go out. But this time around, just like this man, I want to go out. I want to cross boundaries. I want to cross historic prejudices. I want to cross my limitations. I want to go and reach out. We are praying. Our Father, who art in heaven, we thank you so much for what you have done for us. We thank you so much for calling us to evangelize. Yes, we have met with you. Now it is our duty to go out and tell the world what you are and what you look like. Father, give us the power, give us the strength, give us everything that is needed. Equip us so that we can show the world what it looks like meeting you. We want to be transformed. want to be changed. We want to be better people. In your name I pray. Amen. May the good Lord add a blessing to the reading of his word.
Thank you for being with us here on Three Angels Messages Network, and I hope that you've been blessed as you've been listening to presentations. Please join us again next time. If you have not already liked our page, please click on the like button or subscribe to our YouTube channel.